This week we're going to take a look at updated crop condition ratings for beans, as well as crop progress as we move into the last half of August. We're going to take a look at short-term weather trends, and then we're going to wrap things up looking at trends in November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last half of August here, and this market remains historically volatile. Let's start out this week looking at changes in crop condition ratings. Now, as usual here, our map shows the change in good to excellent ratings versus last week, and also includes last year. Now, the states which are improving are the states in the green circles. Deterioration is noted in those red circles, unchanged in the yellow. Overall, we did see a 1 percentage point decline in ratings this week from 59 to 58%. And that's now it's still slightly above last year though, at 57%. The improvement was noted in the North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan all improved compared to last week, as well as Indiana and Ohio. But we did see some deterioration across Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, as well as South Dakota. Let's now look at our crop condition index here. It has moved to a season low here as we move into mid-August. I do want to spend a moment though as we move on and look at last week's final slide, and that's looking at the relationship between the crop condition index and the final yield. Notice, as I mentioned last week, the comparison between 2018 and 19, when we did see the index decline significantly and the yield correspondingly fell. However, notice in 2021, the final index was actually slightly above where it was in 2018, slightly below where it was in 2018, but the final yield was slightly higher. So I still think we're looking at some impact of technology and farming practices on this final yield. But here's the key message. Avoid trying to predict the final yield. Instead, continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage this historically volatile market. Now let's take a look at crop progress here. Soybeans setting pods at about 74%. That's a bit below the 5-year average. Over the last 2 weeks of the month here, we're looking at about another 15% of the crop setting pods. So by the last few days of August, we should see around 90% of the soybeans setting pods. Of course, that pod set period and pod fill period is an extremely important time for soybean yields, and that's directly related to the weather. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're starting out this week looking at some ongoing cooler than normal temperatures for the next several days, all across that light blue area in the 70s and 80s. And that's actually not very detrimental to the soybeans. They would like a bit more moisture in some cases. The exception would be the northern plains where it may be closer to normal. Now, how about that precip? As we move into Thursday through Sunday of this week, that light green area would be about 1/4 to 1/2 inch possibility. Heavier amounts across those pink areas of maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Now let's extend into next week, August 22nd to the 24th. Most of the moisture is going to be south. The heaviest amounts of 1 inch would be in that pink area and 1/2 inch in the light green area. So as we look at the next 2 weeks here, we're looking at, with the exception of the far northern plains and the far western corn belt, as we move east and south here, normal to above normal precip totals. And that's what's really been weighing on the soybean market to start this week. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November soybean futures. Now it's been quite a volatile trend here again this week for soybean futures, but as we tape here on Tuesday, November 22 futures near $13.80 a bushel is still $3.80 above the 5-year average. So we continue to emphasize the importance of defending your balance sheet in coordination with your trusted risk management advisor. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.